Christmas ones. I got some of the Black Panther ones. I got a lot of like this holiday ones. I feel like you have one of these somewhere in that collection, right?
No, I don't. No Stanleys.
No Stan
Yeah,
Lee?
I used to have a ridiculously large collection, and then I sold almost all of it to a collector, and then started over again, just really going after like the individual items that I wanted.
But no Stanley. Oh, socks, dude. Do you see how nice these joggers are, socks?
They something.
Bro, dude, they're so cozy, dude. I'm gonna have to send you a pair of Kill Crew.
Alright, we are recording.
Well, you're gonna
Audio sounds good.
for both of us,
Yes.
so then we don't get a fucking Duo Q episode 7 part 2.
Well, it wouldn't be recording my mic, so y'all are good.
Alright, so yours is muted, right?
Exactly.
But can we see you in the thing? Okay, cool. Hi. Sure. So I'm trying to think here. Kevy's hasn't gone up yet. Yeah. Oh fuck. I think I have these all out of order. Fuck it. Alright, so fuck it. Yeah, but I think the numbers are all wrong now. Oh well, it's fine. I just
So
won't put a number on this one.
so this will go up in a couple weeks, you said?
Yeah. Unless people actually show up when they say, then Socks is gonna have to find backup because I might start doing 2 episodes a week.
Okay.
But but no, bro, fucking Socks can even attest. I have made that same tweet about 4 times, and 8 people will say, "Oh yeah, I'm game, I'm game." Never sets a date,
Okay.
or like they just don't show up. So like I just their podcast, it's like clockwork about Call of Duty every fucking Monday or Tuesday. Um, and then mine goes up whenever the fuck I actually get guests. So now we have the second Greybeard. Do we have anybody else old in the team socks? Is it just Mr. Tub and Mr. Helmet? Is Shifty old or is he just bald? So Tub, primarily a zombies streamer. Do you dabble in
No,
it?
no, no, no. That was just to give it a try. That was just no. I don't. I usually just Warzone, but lately just been doing multiplayer to get the guns leveled up. It takes so long to get these guns leveled up in this game. It's ridiculous.
There's double XP's out now, I think.
Is it? I thought it started Friday.
Oh, is it Friday? I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. No, that's for your podcast. Oh yeah, me and you texting back and forth. Alright, talk. I'm doing the intro now. And we are back with another episode of the 1v1 podcast. I got Mr. Tub Butter here with me, man. How are you doing today, boss?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good, other than, me and you were talking about the awesome weather comparison. You just
Right.
had to rub it in my face that it
Well,
was raining all day and it's still 61 there.
I would take what you have over this any day of the week.
Actually, to be fair, it wasn't that bad of snow today, so it's not horrible. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Ugh. So give them, like, a little bit of background on Mr. Tubber Butter. Where are you roughly based out of? I mean, I guess you could say just flat out. I have to say roughly because I've done a couple U18 episodes, and I'm like, how about you not dox yourself, please, sir?
I got you. So I'm in Georgia, northeast of Atlanta. Started gaming back on the Atari 2600.
So before
I
me and Socks were even an idea, got it.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time growing up with my grandparents, and believe it or not, my grandparents were gamers. You'll have to look this game up. Those that aren't familiar with it, it's called Super Breakout on the Atari 2600. My grandparents would play it every afternoon and actually keep like literally paperwork of who won, how often, that kind of stuff, and I was not allowed in the room when they played.
Is it kind of like a?
It's like a paddle and ball breakout. Like you've got a bunch of squares at the top of the screen
Looking it up right now.
and a paddle at the bottom, and you just can't let the ball get off the screen. You got to break everything before to beat the level. But that's what got me started gaming. Back on the single button and joystick Atari 2600.
Dude, that looks dope. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some way to play this game.
You can definitely find it on emulator.
Dude, it looks like a. I don't even know how to explain it. Socks have to attempt to put it into fluffy socks.
It's a very aggravating game for being so simplistic.
Dude, it looks like fun. So obviously you started before we all got to play cool multiplayer games. But so what kind of, other than your grandparents, did you always kind of like keep on gaming? Like what
Oh
were you
yeah,
gaming
yeah.
growing up? Were you like a Donkey Kong guy? Like what were you kind of rocking with? Some Mario?
It was I mean, yeah, you know, my parents got my younger brother and sister a SNES for Christmas, and my friends would come over and we'd take it out of the box and play it every night after they'd go to sleep, box it back up.
Box, bro. Back when people
So
actually fully gave a shit. Sweepy, get the fuck out. I literally titled. You're
I
gonna have to cut the socks. I literally titled this filming podcast. Don't
I saw
join
it. Yeah,
unless
yeah.
invited. No joins, bro. So you guys were unpacking the
Yeah, we were unboxing the SNES and hooking it up and playing like SNES Mario Kart every night, having tournaments. You know, my younger brother and sister, none the wiser. They had no idea. I told them eventually that we did that, but they didn't know at the time. So actually, I don't know how if you're familiar with this. I actually started getting into multiplayer gaming with the Sega Genesis and X Band. Familiar with X Band?
No, they had multiplayer all the way back then.
So X Band was almost like a secondary device that you would plug into the Genesis. They had it for SNES as well. You could put a cartridge on top of it, and then your phone line hooked into the side of the X Band. And you could choose to either just play local where you wouldn't get charged for it, or you could play nationwide. And I did Mortal Kombat 2 tournaments.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yep. Raiden was my go-to, and got my name in Tips and Tricks magazine a few times for winning a few tournaments.
So what you're saying is we got a legend in
So
theater.
that was really my first experience with having opportunities to meet people that I had gamed with online. But keeping in mind, there was no voice chat, no nothing. It was
Just name.
yeah, yep.
So that's what. When's that era? When was
That
that?
that would have been. I mean, I was between 93 and 96.
So I was born. So I don't think our lovely, awesome editor, Mr. Socks, was born yet. But damn,
Okay.
I'm trying to think what I see. I started with like the original Warcraft games on like.
Okay.
Obviously, I had like the 64, yada yada yada. But
Yep.
like I like true like locked in and grinding was like the old school WoW games. Like you pick like a faction and you're farming wood to make like your next labyrinth or whatever, so on and so on. Um, but so
Yeah. From
when
there, it moved on to like PS1, PS2, and then my wife got me a PS3 in 2007 for Christmas, and she had no idea what game to get me. And the kid working the counter at Best Buy said he'd probably like this Call of Duty game. It was Modern Warfare. It came out in 07, and it's pretty much, that's not all I play, but it's pretty much all I play online and stream now. I mean, I still play other games, but that's definitely the big game I play because I've got such a large group of people that I game with.
yeah, because like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like me and you were talking before we started. I thought you were a full blown zombie freaking person
Oh no, nope, nope.
because you were on vacation when you first joined. And then when you got back from vacation, I was busy with stuff that I had to get done, and then I finally got time to jump in on one of your streams, so you didn't think I was just bullshit when I was like, yeah, bro, I come through everybody's streams, and you were, yeah, I am not gonna lie, you were fucking up them zombies, though. I was like, and I feel like that was part of the reason why I was like, oh, this is what this man does. This man
Yeah.
drives zombies.
I'm not bad for being almost 50.
You're not a day over 35, bro. Come on now. With what
Yeah, I
I
don't.
was seeing, you shoot like you're like max 35. You ain't
Oh
shoot.
no, I was 35 like 15 years ago, but I appreciate it.
Of course. So give us like a little. So what do you gotta do when you're not gaming? Like, you a
So
golfer?
I'm not when I'm not gaming, I love building computers. Uh, where my wife and I are empty nesters now. My son has moved out, lives with his fiance. He's getting married in May. My daughter attends college out of state. So it's just me and my wife at home. So I honestly do a whole lot of nothing,
So what you're
but
saying is, if I ever come to Atlanta for a gaming event, I can just stay at your house, got it.
absolutely. Yep.
Thanks, pops. Thanks,
Yep.
pops.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, the only way Atlanta, I mean, I guess Atlanta FaZe could have an event, but I doubt they're going to. And also we don't even know if FaZe is staying in Halo yet because they released their coach and stuff. But who knows?
Okay.
Um, but no, that would be dope. I mean, I've jokingly had the idea with other members of Thieves just picking like some random place like Myrtle Beach or some fucking shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like having like 8 of us or whatnot just hang out for the week, film random nonsense.
That'd be super cool.
Uh, but who knows, man? Maybe it
I
might.
used to be part of a group just of old heads. So we were called 30 up. So you had to be at least 30
Oh,
to
I can
to
be a
be in
part
that.
of it.
And now all of us would be in 40 up. But what kind of stunk about that group is once we started to get into like competitive tournaments, everybody kind of
Bro, I even
it ended up not being fun once that happened.
not like no bullshit. I 100% feel that. So there used to be, okay, I think there still is. There's CGO league. It was supposed to be just like more like casual, like best of fives, because obviously I most of my time is running Thieves, and I mean I'm lucky if I stream like 4 times a month at this point. Um, so I was like, all right, cool. I was still kind of wanting to coach or play. I was like, all right, cool. This literally says for casual gamers. I'm pretty sure I was sweating my nuts off those 3 weeks that I played more than when I competed. I'm like, wait, I thought we all supposed to be just fucking around.
Right.
Like, what is this? Like, I guess I'm washed and retired. God damn it. Um, like I think I played 4 games of ranked. I mean, I know that they finally added the current gentleman's agreement rule, so there's no more Krig and whatnot in the rank play. So maybe I might play. Who knows? I doubt
Okay.
it.
Well, I definitely still feel like I can hold my own with the younger generation, but I can tell you without having kids in school anymore, when kids are on break from school based on how sweaty the games get, for
you're like,
sure.
you're like, God damn, these fucking
Yeah.
sweaty as
Like,
hell
yeah, get back in school.
now. So give us like a little bit of some background on this backdrop in this office. Like, what's your favorite like pop that you got in that office?
So I used to be a huge collector, got to the point where it was sort of overwhelming with space and decided to sell it to a local store. Um, and then kind of went back into it being very selective. So the majority of what I have and keep now is Marvel, but it's Iron Man and Spider Man. A lot of the Legos and stuff that I have behind me are gifts like my son or my daughter or my wife's gotten me. The arcade machine my son built for me a couple Christmases ago. It's fully functional.
Dude, that's so.
It's
Do
it's
you have
got a
a little?
Raspberry Pi. It's sitting on a little support shelf above my drink fridge.
Oh, what's in the drink fridge, Tub?
Just water. That fridge is in the garage.
So you make yourself have to go up at during the rough
Oh
nights.
no, I'm in the basement.
Oh,
So
Damn, you got a whole dude. You got a whole basement, bro. You got the life, Tub. You know that?
well, I mean, it's yes, but it's also something that comes with age.
Damn. Can I like get that and not be,
Of course you can, man. Do whatever you want, you can achieve.
Oh, dude, this man is a motivational speaker of thieves. Um, so other than, so are you gonna eventually go back to a fully Warzone
I mean,
after
that's what
the?
I'm that's what I'm doing now. Unless telling you, if these rumors are true, I get sometimes I get really bad motion sickness from third person games.
Yeah.
If Fortnite goes first person, if they actually do that, and I've seen videos of what it looks like if they actually release that, that might be a game changer for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I saw. Who did I see actually tweeted out a photo? I think it
I
might
saw
have been. I
I
think
saw
it might have
Joe
been.
Joe I saw a repost of his talking about it. That's it.
Yeah, go on. I thought I saw. I thought I saw Jake Lucky had an actual photo of the lobbies or some shit. But no, bro. I mean, I've dabbled a little in Fortnite, here and there. I completely stopped till there was 0 builds, and then I kind of picked it back up because I'm like, hey, I can definitely shoot straight.
Yes,
But
yeah, I that's all I play is zero build when I
once
play.
the building, man, once everybody became a crack addict
Yep,
when it came to building, I was like, yep, nope, I'm done.
not
Nope,
for me, not
nope.
for
Like
sure.
I play on controller. I am set. Like, nope.
I play on controller as well.
I know we were talking how you have been playing controller and whatnot, but so well, what made you pick up the zombies this year? Was it you just wanted to dabble just to see how it was?
Yeah, I just want to see. I mean, honestly, in MW3, they would come out with those new weekly challenges every Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, did you have one for zombies?
Zombies challenges were the easiest ones to get for you to wipe out those weekly challenges. You could load up 5 of those challenges and knock them out in a game or two.
Oh,
So I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I was never really big into round based zombies. I actually loved the open map style zombies at MW3. I did. So, but I've got some guys I game with that are hardcore round based zombies, and they were like, you got to give it a shot. So we did that night. Are we ending the podcast now that I've said that?
tub, man. You were like slowly passing. Like socks on my favorite list, like some other people. Uh, and now you just like falling back down,
I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
dude. I can't
And
believe.
I would still play zombies now to rank up weapons, but I've never this game, man. I mean, I love it, but how long it takes to progress in the battle pass, how long it takes to progress just ranking up in the weapons is just ridiculous.
So we all like me, socks, Muggsy. Oh yeah, cause you joined right around when COD dropped, right? You were on vacation though.
Probably, yeah.
Um, we all were grinding heavy when it first came out. Like I took that whole weekend off. Um, I don't think I've really dabbled that much since. I mean, I did before the uh buyout of Thieves, bringing in day by day. And then after that, I'm like, I think I'm done. But watching this game, even like watching you play zombies, um, I'm actually having fun watching this game. Last year, when it comes to being an owner and having teams and leagues and stuff, I think I watched like 5 matches all year last year.
Okay.
Like I was like, wow, this game absolutely dick. This year I don't think I've missed. I've at least caught parts of a best of five because one of our teams, their series didn't quite end before the other one started the other week, so I was kind of like jumping back and forth. But like I think this year's gonna be fun. I'm hoping they keep doing some uh good revamps, back old maps, whatever the fuck you want to say, because the map pool's kind of AIDS. But like I have fun watching it, which is I think that's a big thing, you know. Like
Right.
hard to support your homies when like as a as much as you love somebody, we'll use fucking Goat Simulator for an example. You can only fucking support a buddy who plays Goat Simulator for so long each day before you're like, "Alright, bro, I'm closing this fucking shit."
Right.
Um, so like I'm happy this year's a little more interesting. But so I'm assuming now I'm gonna just put you in this hot seat here.
Okay.
Are you an Atlanta Falcons fan?
No.
So who is
No.
your
Nobody that lives in Atlanta is from Atlanta.
is that kind of
Nobody.
like is that kind of like the new Florida? Is Atlanta
I
like
don't
the
know
new
about that. I mean,
not,
I
not
grew up
quite
in.
yet?
I was
Not
born and grew up in Florida. I've been in Georgia longer than I am in Florida, and the majority of the people that I know that live here weren't born here.
so who is your allegiance when it comes to sports?
Ooh. Okay.
We can go sport by sport if you want.
All right. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
Okay, go fuck yourself.
So my NBA team is the Indiana Pacers,
Okay, I don't really care that much about that one.
and I am a Florida State fan.
Okay, I don't really watch college sports after I moved back to Maine. Um, I live in Maine. I'm a Patriots fan. That's why you can
Okay.
fuck yourself.
Well, I
Um,
mean, what are you talking about? Who's had more success lately?
I know. Listen,
Okay.
okay, now I am now into the poverty, not quite, you know, socks of a poverty being a Chicago Bears fan. Oh, everybody, just so you know, he's in this VC recording for me. I want to see if I can actually get him to actually like just outburst on one of these and be like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. My I love you, socks. Um, nah, bro. I at least I'm a I'm the same even with my like esports. I'm not like one of the annoying fans. Like even when you know the Patriots were dominant for two decades,
Sure.
I wasn't one of those like, oh yeah, you know, I got the best team in the fucking world. I was just like, alright, dude, this is kind of cool. I don't
Well,
have to
you
fuck.
did. You did for a very long time.
Did, and now I'm in the poverty organizations
I
now.
got you.
But you know, who
It's all
knows?
cyclic. It's all cyclical. They'll come back.
Yeah, maybe my kid's lifetime will be back
There
on
you
top.
go.
Oh,
Maybe, but you'll have some stories for them.
hell yeah, I'll be like, back in my day, Sonny.
That's right.
You know, there was a 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl. They're gonna be like, Dad,
Is that why you were hoping I was a Falcons fan? So
no,
you could bring that up?
no, actually, no lie. It wasn't even the game as a whole that made that moment cool. It's the interview after. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks after somebody sat down and talked to Julian about that game, and like that whole interview's dope. But so
Okay.
why Indiana though?
So I'm a Florida State fan,
Okay, that would make sense.
and at that time there was a player that I followed there that got drafted to the Pacers. So
Oh,
that was in like 87, 88,
okay.
and I've just stuck with him ever since. I've stuck with him to the point where like I have flown up to Indiana for games.
Wow.
My son and I went up. It was very cool. My son and I went up to watch the Pacers play the Heat when LeBron was there.
Wow, that's
Probably the best sporting environment I have ever witnessed for that game there. I mean, when I talk about how people that live in Atlanta aren't from Atlanta,
yeah.
you go to a Hawks game, if they're playing the Lakers, it's 70% Lakers in the stands. It's not Hawk fans.
It's a Hawk fan. I mean, to be fair,
You you go to a Pacers game and man, it's full before the game starts and it's all Pacers fans.
I think that's just in all reality. I think that's culture based. Like,
Maybe, yeah.
if yes, you guys have okay. Yes, obviously Georgia has one major college that actually you know like balls out and has hype around them, obviously. But like not towns, the states that you see have like that like diehard culture. There's like more than one like big college team that like
Sure.
has a culture. Like you look at Ohio. Like I've been to Cincinnati Reds games, Blue Jackets games, the whole nine. They got obviously the University of Cincinnati, OSU,
Hmm.
um, Indiana. They have some decent hype out there. I just think there's just some states that shouldn't have as many teams as they do.
I hear you.
That's my hot take.
Okay.
But I'm still jealous that you've actually gone to some of your favorite teams games. I've
Yep.
I've gone to some Bruins games and they're facing the Columbus Blue Jackets. I haven't been to. I've been to a Celtics game, but like I don't know how having like upper bowl seats to a Patriots game in like when it's cold as fuck outside. I
Yeah,
think it's
that
good.
game that we went to, it was the coldest weather I've ever experienced. I think it was maybe, I mean, it was in the negative 20s. Like, and I don't own clothing to dress that way.
If
So
it makes you
uh,
feel better. I live
my
in Maine
face
and
hurt.
I don't even have good enough clothing for that cold. If that
I mean,
makes you feel any better.
my face hurt that
Yeah.
bad. It was not fun.
They've back-to-back years. I'm happy this year Boston doesn't have a Call of Duty event. Because the 2 years before, everybody tried to convince me to take the train down, and I'm like, you do realize whatever cold weather we get while we're in Boston, I have to come home to it, right?
Right.
And I'm not trying to like 2 years ago. It was like with the wind, it was like negative 35. Like, and I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with this for a week and a half, guys. No, it's not fun. Like, I don't even want to deal with it when it comes here when I'm getting paid to go to work for it. Like, you think I want to be in downtown Boston just, you know, shivering my nuts off?
Right. I've
I'm
only
not
been to
trying to
one
do
Call of Duty event, and that was down near the Atlanta airport. And I think that's the last time they had one here. But that was a
Yeah,
pretty cool event to go
yeah.
to.
You would think Atlanta Phase would do one by now, but hey, what do I know? But so what are you looking in? Not looking into. So what are you kind of hype about going into like next year? You got any like milestones you want to hit when it comes to like your Twitch, or do you kind of just do it like I do it, but you also log in more hours than I do? But
So I can actually tell you a little backstory about me and streaming.
oh, here we go.
This will sort of be like the intro to eventually answer your question. Is back around the pandemic, my wife challenged myself and my kids, like, if you're considered non-essential workers, what do you want to do? What do you want to try? What hobby would you want to do? And I said I wanted to get into streaming. So I was up to like 150, 160 followers, right? And streaming on a Thursday night, like every Tuesday and Thursday. So streaming on a Thursday night, like any other week. And I started noticing that I had more people watching me than normal, but it wasn't a lot of people. So went to bed, got up, and like my daughter is like, have you checked your Twitch today? And I said, no, why? And she just says, you should. So I'm getting ready for work. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Um, Comes back like 5 minutes later, obviously annoyed. Have you checked your Twitch? I said, no, I haven't. Why? She said, will you please check it before you go to work? I had like 13,000 followers.
Oh damn, you got followed bottom.
No,
No.
she had been, I say secretly taken videos of me gaming and posted a TikTok.
Wait, this man has 13,000 followers on Twitch.
No, I have much more than that.
Damn, this man's a fucking celebrity.
But
We might have a running for Kevy right here.
no, because let me finish the story first before you. So her TikTok went viral, like 5 million views. That day at work, before I left work, I had like 75,000 followers. And it was a very eye-opening learning moment for me for about 3 months after that happened, because it was unreal, the opportunities that I had, the people I met, the organizations that reached out. But that's not sustainable for me. I'm not a 8-hour a day
Right.
streamer. I can't do it. I mean, I'm grown. I work a 60-hour a week job, family, but those 3 months, I mean, I'll never forget them. It was amazing. I mean, I also found out that there are a lot of people, if anybody's listened to this and eventually has an opportunity to make it big, watch out for people that want to ride the coattails of your success, that make it sound like they want to do something to help you when they're actually trying to take advantage of a situation or an opportunity that's been presented to you. I did have that happen quite frequently where people wanted me to do stuff, but it was because they wanted to try and take advantage of the window that I had. But throughout that entire experience, I have made some amazing friends, which I never thought would happen. Um, I got people that I feel like I'm best friends with in South Dakota, Texas, in Connecticut. Um, there's a couple that I know in Ireland that's coming in here next June, July, and we're going to go down and meet up in Orlando.
Oh, that's dope.
So my experience and what I hope to continue to do is enjoy what I'm doing. I don't ever want it to feel like it's a job. If the success outside of it comes with it, great. But man, it's just something I love doing. I preach to people that stream to never underestimate the influence that they may have on someone that's watching or what it may mean to someone that is watching. One of the followers I had reached out to me through a whisper and told me that he had to move to the other side of the country in the Navy and was away from his family. And I kind of reminded him of his dad. So being able to watch me stream a couple nights a week made him feel like he was hanging out with his dad. So it's moments like that when, you don't really ever think about how your actions might affect somebody else in a positive way just by goofing off and being silly and playing a video game and letting other people join in your community.
Damn, that was heartfelt.
It's the truth, man. I mean, it's been a roller coaster. It's been fun. That first night that all of that happened with the TikTok, and my son's like, "You have to stream tonight. You have to stream tonight." 21,000 people were watching me.
Holy shit!
I didn't I didn't know what slow mode was. I didn't know what a moderator was. I'm sitting there trying to read chat and it's like, yeah, it was unreal. But it was an experience that I'll never forget.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I mean, I feel like no, like I completely get like the whole like you don't realize what moments are gonna like change your view when you're going them through all this. Like eventually, I know I say this probably like every other fucking podcast. Eventually, my episode will be filmed. We haven't done mine yet. Because there's been certain people like I'm picky on who's gonna do mine. Like and then like the past two people, shit just ends up like falling out. I'm like, all right, well, then I gotta wait to see like who I want to do mine after then, because like I mean, the whole backstory of Thieves and like my whole streaming, it's probably gonna be like an hour and a half
Okay.
podcast because I've definitely had my buddies like you said, like you have some of like your best friends that you've met like through gaming. The co-owner of Thieves, I found after a 36-hour Bender Black Ops, well, hybrid stream. It was like one of my birthday streams. So MK1 I think just came out. Friday the 13th was like still big. Uh, some Black Ops 4 in the mix, a little bit of everything. This is back when I could actually pull off like wild Bender fucking streams. Now I hit like hour 4 and I'm over here like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
but no, like and like I went to bed for like, dude, I think it was only like a 4-hour nap after I got 36-hour Bender. Um, and just was like, because me personally, and I know a couple people feel the same, a couple people don't. Black Ops 4 might be one of the best competitive Call of Duties there has been.
You said
Like,
Black Ops 4?
yeah, like the dopamine I got loading into like Arsenal and all those was fucking wild. So like I wake up, I'm like, cool, fuck it, we're jumping right back into this mix. I met probably who, when I get married, who will probably be my best man in a Black Ops 4 lobby.
There you go. Nice. That's awesome.
And he's like the co-owner of Thieves. Like, I could probably call that. I probably couldn't call that man right now because he's probably putting his kid to bed. But on a normal daily basis, I can call him twice and he'll answer.
Okay.
Twice because there's those people who they always just look at their phone the first time and they're like, "Huh, somebody's calling me." I don't want to answer.
Yeah, that making friends was certainly never anything that I contemplated when deciding that this was something I wanted to do as a hobby. But the people in my gaming community that I consider friends, I mean, first name, last name basis, and texting each other stuff all day, and they're all old heads like me, and we'll get in there and we'll run it. We'll run lobbies
I know.
and talk smack when we get into a lobby, and they talk about how old we sound, and then there's crickets at the end of the game.
Well, maybe if I join you, there might not be crickets because you guys are gonna have to carry me to victory.
I doubt that. It'll be all good. You said you were playing ranked. I don't even do that.
No, I played like 3 games of ranked when it first dropped, getting laser beamed by the Krig, and I don't think I've touched it since.
Okay.
So it was enough to kind of see like, let's see how some of these maps play.
Right.
Yada yada yada. I know the Pro League's coming back out here soon because obviously the matches just started back up this week. Well, a couple weeks ago at the time this might go up. But so, do you have like do you go into your? Because I know we got a couple more minutes and you got your own stream. Do you know what game you're gonna kind of go live on before you?
Oh yeah.
Stream, or do you just like?
No, I know because I actually do some pretty good prep work with my going live notifications and stuff like that. So I usually prep like a day in advance. I think it's that being prepared and knowing what you're going to do makes everything go a lot smoother.
Right. But so I don't know if you watched any of these before we did yours. But so this is my favorite question. I yoinked it off of a different podcast.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
This is tamed as a pet, it's a wild animal, okay? It can grow to 3 feet. So my perfect example is an ant. If for some dumbass reason you wanted a tamed ant as your pet, it would grow to 3 feet, or it can shrink to 3 feet. What are you picking as your pet?
Oh my goodness,
bro! You are the second person to get kind of like stalled by this question. I've had some people that I say it and it's like, boom, and then
I mean, I don't know, man. Baby elephants are pretty cute. I'd have to go with baby elephant.
So just an elephant. That would
just an elephant. Yeah.
But one last little thing. So do
okay.
So do you hope this is gonna kind of like hybrid between Warzone and how other BRs do it? Would you want there to be a better like map rotation for competitive Warzone as like Apex has? Like how, I don't know if you know, but like might be like every 6 hours or some shit. Whatever map for ranked, it changes because like Apex has like 5 different maps I think in their competitive pool. Would you like it to like rotate?
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with variety. That's how you keep things from getting stale.
So go from like Rebirth to Verdansk to
yeah.
I don't even know what the other ones have been, to be honest with you.
One of my biggest pet peeves with this game is, you play big map BR and you can constantly choose solo, duo, trios, or quads. You telling me they don't have the bandwidth to do that with Rebirth and Area 99, where I gotta play either solos or quads every time. I mean, it's
Oh,
variety. You
you can't just load into a solo duo.
you can't. I mean, you can if it's in rotation,
Oh,
but it's not always available, and that just drives me crazy. So yeah, I definitely think the more they can add, the better off the viewership would be.
I mean, I wish there was. My thing. This is me going as like a spectator, and I'll do the outro. I wish there was more like. Trying to figure out how to word this. I wish there was more hype around Warzone. Like when it comes to like tournaments and stuff, kind of like the World Series of Warzone, but it doesn't have to be that big.
Right.
Like Apex, there's at least a couple events a year or so. Like I know, like randomly, I'll see people saying like, "Oh my god!" Like Moist Esports, I think they have a Apex team this year again. But like I won't know that it's actually on until like I see like the tweet, and I know exactly like, oh shit, there's some Apex on, so I can throw it up. And I got
Mhm.
Apex I can randomly watch a couple times a year.
Okay.
Now it's like you get what, like World Series of Warzone for like 2 weeks or some shit, and that's done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Well, that could have been a lot cooler, but okay, awesome
I
stuff.
agree.
But Tub Man, thank you
Of
for
course.
coming
Thank you
on.
as well.
Thank you for opening your house for when I come to Atlanta.
You are welcome.
I can just see that now. You're gonna just run that. Oh, hey dear, just so you know, the owner of the organization I'm in is gonna use our couch.
Right. Right.
She's gonna be like, why do I feel like she needs to commit? Okay.
She would. Yeah, that's exactly how she'd be. Her and my kids are my biggest supporters throughout all of this.
Now I feel like I have to find an Atlanta event now.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, Dream Hack. Wait, no, I think that's the first one this year. Damn it. But nah, bro, I definitely want to come down that way. I haven't. So I went to Orlando with a Halo roster we had.
Okay.
The year of, I think it was 2022. I couldn't do anything because this hurricane came like that Monday, so shit was fucking closed. I was like, son of a bitch. So I got to make it down that way, not when hurricanes are trying to eat my soul.
Come on down here and experience some of this 61-degree weather in December.
Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. But yeah, buddy, thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Of course. Thank you as well.
Hopefully, maybe I might roll out a group podcast. I'll send you another invite because you're fun to talk to.
I appreciate it, man.
Have fun with your stream tonight and
Thank you.
Thursday, and I'll probably be in your stream tonight. And this
All
has been
right.
another episode of the 1v1. I'm out. Peace.
All right.